Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
It's opening night for Old Settlers Days, the festival carrying on as the community continues to deal with the Chemtool fire. Rockton's mayor tells us what's being done to make sure no one is put at risk. Plus, questions remain on what the long-term fallout from this week's fire will mean for the Rockton community. We look at the heightened risks already faced by first responders on the front line. And are you feeling lucky? Details on the new Illinois Vaccination Lottery. What you have to do to potentially win $1 million. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Officials are slated to hold another update on the Chemtool fire at any moment. We will take that live as soon as it gets underway. Meanwhile, 4 days after Rockton's Chemtool plant went up in flames, some residents still can't return home. A 1-mile radius evacuation order is still in place. Health officials tell us there's no timeline for when it may be lifted. They say further testing is still needed. 30 monitoring devices have been spread throughout Winnebago County to test air quality. Water samples are also being taken from the Rock River and all water supplies. Lubrizol, the company that owns Chemtool, said today that materials burned in the fire do not pose a health risk. Despite being just outside that evacuation zone, Rockton's Old Settlers Days kicks off with opening day. Ari Bruckman joins us live from Old Settlers Park. And Ari, you had the chance to talk with the village's mayor today. What is he telling you about safety concerns?
Mimi, the gates here opened just about an hour ago, and the U.S. EPA will continue to monitor the air quality surrounding Old Settlers Day per the request of the mayor. Many people had concerns about holding the festival just 4 days after the massive fire at Chemtool. Yesterday, the Winnebago County Emergency Operations Center gave the go-ahead for the festival, located just outside the evacuation zone. Kim Robertson lives just blocks away from the Chemtool plant and says after missing Old Settlers Day because of COVID last year, she's excited to go.
It's something to look forward to every year for summer. So, I mean, we all look forward to this every year. So, you know, it's something that I think families will enjoy.
We also learned today that the company donated $20,000 to the Lions Club. That is double their normal contribution per the mayor. Now, if you bought a ticket here and you feel unsafe to attend the event, it runs through Sunday, but I'll tell you more about what to do with that coming up at 6. For now, in Rockton, for your home team, I'm Ari Bruckman.
All right, Ari, thanks for that live report. If you've taken a financial hit due to the evacuation, you could be in line for some financial help. Chemtool is giving residents until the end of October to file claims for personal expenses. Residents and business owners can also get help cleaning up. Clean Harbors has been hired by Lubrizol to remove fire-related debris. A hotline has been set up. The number is right there on your screen. You can also find all of this information at mystateline.com. For many, the Chemtool fire has sparked concerns, especially over health. Those battling the flames are no exception. Rachel Perry joins us now in the studio. And Rachel, some fear the chemicals inside could cause long-term health effects.
That's right, Mimi. More than 80 fire departments responded to Chemtool Monday. I spoke with a fire safety researcher who tells me a study shows a 14% increase of cancer-related deaths in firefighters.
Mixing all those things together actually can be, very dangerous or deadly.
Boone County Fire District 2 Chief Brian Kuntz was on scene Monday at Rockton's Chemtool plant. He tells me he knew what to expect.
At Chemtool, you're going to know that there's going to be some type of chemical or liquids in there, and especially with that amount of smoke and fire that was coming out of that, it's just not Class A combustibles. You're dealing with something.
But Kuntz says every fire they respond to could potentially have chemicals, especially synthetics.
Everything that's in that, your carpet, your chairs, all that stuff, it's bad when it catches fire.
Safety researcher Richard Kessler tells me those normal chemicals carry danger too.
One of the leading causes of firefighter line of duty deaths is cancer from chemical exposures at incidents.
Kessler says because smoke and toxins can get around firefighter gear, skin cancer is extremely common and lung cancer as well.
Lung cancer takes a very, very long time to develop within the body. And so they're just now starting to see some of the lung cancer develop from firefighters who were working on the pile at 9/11.
The risk is why both men say gear needs to be properly cleaned.
And that we can remove 85% of those surface PAHs and potentially reduce the firefighters' exposure to that.
Because you want to get all that smoke and the fuels out of your gear so we're ready for the next one.
Illinois Fire Service Institute is giving gear cleaning kits to fire departments to help reduce exposure to those chemicals. We will have more information on those resources at mystateline.com. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Rachel. What started as an effort to keep first responders hydrated while fighting the Chemtool fire ends in a donation to area nonprofits. Monday, Blue 815 and the Jaimie Cox Foundation worked to get water and Gatorade to the fire scene. As word spread, the community and local businesses started to pour in support. Today, the Rockton Firemen's Association, the Salvation Army of Rockford and Winnebago County, and the Northwest chapter of the American Red Cross were all presented with checks. Organizers say it was humbling to see the impact even small donations can have.
You might not be able to make your $5 count for much, but when you entrust it to an organization like us, we can put your $5 with so many other people's $5, and this is the impact that it has in a very short amount of time.
In all, $11,000 has been raised so far. More than a decade after the shooting death of a Rockford man, his killer is convicted. Wednesday, a Winnebago County jury convicted Torino Jackson of first-degree murder. In February 2010, 19-year-old Terrence Shoemate was found dead on Olson Street near Harrison and Kishwaukee. He'd been shot in the head. Shoemate was lured there by Jackson. Jackson's already serving a 30-year prison sentence after being convicted on weapons charges. He's due back in court next Wednesday. Jackson could spend the rest of his life behind bars. Police ask for help after a Freeport man is shot early this morning. This happened just before 1 on North Nursery Avenue. Investigators say the 35-year-old victim was standing in his driveway when someone walked up and opened fire. The victim was taken to a local hospital. He's in critical condition. Police are now looking into a motive. If you have surveillance video of the area or any information, call Freeport Police or State Line Area Crime Stoppers. The federal government plans to spend more than $3 billion to develop pills to treat COVID-19 and other viruses. The nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, announced the plan today. The pills would be used to minimize symptoms after a person's become infected and potentially keep people out of the hospital. Officials say the new money will help speed up clinical trials and put the U.S. in a better position for the future. Some of these treatments may be available by the end of this year. The new Delta variant has now been identified in more than 24 people in Wisconsin. Health officials are expressing concern over the highly contagious strain. It's being blamed for a surge in cases in the United Kingdom and is reportedly more resistant to vaccines. Health officials say vaccines available here in the U.S. have been shown to offer some protection against the Delta variant. The Winnebago County mobile vaccine bus will be out tonight. They're giving out free vaccines at the Sounds of Summer Music in the Park at Sinisippi Park. The bus will be parked in the upper parking lot by the golf course from 6 until 9. No appointment is needed. Just walk up and get your vaccine. All in for the win. Illinois is awarding $10 million in cash and prizes to Illinoisans who get vaccinated. Anyone over the age of 18 can win cash from $100,000 to $1 million, while those 12 to 17 can win $3 million in scholarships. You don't have to do anything. Everyone who got or gets a vaccine is automatically registered to win.
Nearly 90% of Illinois' elderly residents and more than half of our overall population are protected from this terrible virus after being vaccinated. That's a product of a tremendous team effort.
The drawings start July 8th. That's the $1 million jackpot. They'll continue through the summer with 43 cash prizes. Summer is a popular time to get outside and stay active. Illinois has some hidden gems for you to enjoy. Tom McIntyre takes us to one of those places outside Peoria for this week's Destination Illinois.
This is the Farmdale Reservoir area in Tazewell County, home to miles of trails and over 800 acres of wilderness. People walk, run, bicycle, or ride horseback on these trails any day they can. Which is interesting because Farmdale was never supposed to be a recreation area. 70 years ago, the Army Corps of Engineers built this place as flood prevention.
which explains that really big dam.
A few years ago, members of the Peoria Area Mountain Biking Association got permission to set up trails through these woods.
We love to ride. We know there's a lot of people that love to ride, and we have a lot of volunteers that are willing to give up time just to come make it so that they have a nice place to ride and everybody else does too.
There's 837 acres of woodland and prairie at Farmdale Reservoir, including 100 acres of tall grass prairie. Animal life is abundant. Steve Driscoll rides here a lot, but then there are some times when stopping's the right thing to do.
There's days I come out here and I'll spend 3 hours out here and only ride for 2 of them because I'm just stopping and taking in nature.
Farmdale is free, open dawn to dusk. There are no facilities here, not even a drinking fountain. Civilization is only 3 miles away, though. Dogs should be leashed. The trails are closed 24 hours after a rain. Whether you walk, you ride, or run at Farmdale, you won't be alone. But with miles of trails, you might not see anybody else. For Destination Illinois in Tazewell County, I'm Tom McIntyre.
Now your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Dew.
Well, conditions are pretty quiet right now across the state line. Much of the area actually still seeing some blue sky overhead and sun shining down, but we do have a line of thunderstorms turning into more of a cluster of thunderstorms as of recent, moving in from the west. Now, there is the potential that these storms, as they move over the state line within the next hour or 2 hours or so, that it could stabilize the atmosphere just enough to keep things a little bit quieter later on tonight. Unfortunately, that's something that we'll have to find out after these storms move on through. But for now, there is a severe thunderstorm watch in areas just up to our northwest. Nothing yet issued for the state line, though. Now, looking ahead with our futurecast here, these storms, aside from the storms that we just saw on radar, the stronger storms probably not even moving in until late this evening, maybe 8, 9 o'clock, I'd say at the earliest. Could see actually a few rounds of showers and a couple of storms through the evening, especially in the northern half or so of the state line, but it won't be until after midnight, especially between around 1 and 3 o'clock, that we really see the potential for some strong, possibly severe thunderstorms. That's the greatest potential for some strong thunderstorms is in the middle of the night tonight, and these storms probably going to be in the area until around 4, maybe even 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then heading on into a little bit later on in the morning, still pretty early though. Conditions probably going to be mostly dry, but may see 1 or 2 very light lingering showers and maybe a very light thunderstorm as we wake up tomorrow right around daybreak, but we should be dry by around mid-morning tomorrow. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has issued an enhanced risk for severe weather over most of the state line. That is Category 3 of 5. By far, our biggest concerns with this storm system are both the heavy rain potential and the potential for some very strong winds, upwards of around 70 to 75 miles an hour. Now, we also see the potential for some pretty sizable hail. At this point, the tornado risk does appear very low, but not necessarily zero, especially in the northwesternmost portions of the state line here. Now, our biggest concern with the heaviest rainfall is the potential for flash flooding. With how dry we've been and how dry and hard the ground has gotten, most of the rain that falls over the state line will become runoff. It won't be allowed to seep into the ground, and that greatly increases our chance for some flash flooding. So that's something we will also keep a close eye on as these storms move in later on tonight. Here's a live look over the Rochelle Airport using a Mercy Health Skytrack. See, the sun's still shining down on the airport, but this is looking west. You can see some more clouds moving our way from the west here with that storm system that is headed in our direction. Temperatures right now are in the upper 80s and lower 90s. We're at 91 in Rockford, 93 up in Janesville, 88 in Freeport. This heat actually allowed the atmosphere to destabilize quite a lot through the day and is increasing our chances for seeing some stronger thunderstorms later on tonight. So as mentioned, we could see a few showers and thunderstorms prior to midnight, likely between around 9, 10 o'clock or so is when we'll start to see those storms really move in here. But the stronger storms likely going to hold off until after midnight tonight. And then aside from that slight chance early on tomorrow morning, most of our Friday is going to be dry. Temperatures back in the lower 90s. We cool off just a bit for the weekend as a cold front moves on through, bringing us down to the middle to upper 80s. Lots of sunshine expected for Saturday with no rain in the forecast. We do see another chance for rain and some thunderstorms as well, though, for Father's Day on Sunday.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lepper.
Talk about the Bears having an interest in potentially building a new stadium in Hoffman Estates is much more than just speculation. The Bears have confirmed it today. CEO Ted Phillips released a statement saying that the Bears recently submitted a bid to purchase 326 acres that currently is the home of Arlington International Raceway. The land is up for sale by its current owner, Churchill Downs. Phillips says it's the Bears' obligation to explore every possible option to ensure they're doing what's best for the organization and its future. Several other investors have also submitted bids on the property, so it's not a slam dunk that the Bears' bid will be selected. The Bears also have 13 more years on their current lease at Soldier Field that they would have to get out of. Of course, it would take a few years to construct a new stadium. If this happens, though, the Bears would eventually be playing only 58 miles from Rockford. A new stadium is in the future. Potentially a new quarterback is in the Bears' present. Matt Nagy confirmed this week that Andy Dalton will be the Bears' starting quarterback when the season opens. Justin Fields will be the backup. Fields told reporters today he's willing to go along with that plan.
I mean, if I don't believe in it, then it's not going to work out. So, I mean, my job is strictly to get better, be the best quarterback I can be, and, help my team win. So that's what I'm going to do, whether it's starting, whether it's, sitting.
The Packers have wrapped up their mini camp. The next time they convene, it'll be July 27th for the start of training camp. That will be with or without Aaron Rodgers. Here's Matt LaFleur's message to Jordan Love regarding that.
It's the same message it's been all the time. You're only one play away, so you always have to prepare like you're the starter, and just to be very intentional about the work that you put in, to go out there with a purpose, to be mindful in the moment. And I think he's done a great job of embracing just the whole situation, learning from every rep.
And the Bucks' NBA championship hopes will be in jeopardy tonight. They need to win Game 6 of their playoff series against the Nets, or their season will be over. The game will be played in Milwaukee. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Look at our first Warn Interactive Radar, sponsored by Rockford Auto Glass and more. Got a few light showers and storms moving in from the west. Some stronger, potentially severe thunderstorms likely going to be firing up later on this evening and through the overnight hours of tonight, bringing some heavy downpours and the potential for some pretty strong winds lasting possibly as late as the early morning hours of tomorrow. As we're back in the 90s. Most of our Friday is going to be dry. Lots of sunshine for our Saturday as temperatures drop down to the upper 80s. 80s again for Father's Day on Sunday, with a few showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon and evening. Staying in the 80s, possibly even dropping in the 70s for a day or two next week.
All right, thanks, Kevin, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at 6.